Fantasy anime is a saturated mess. For every great show like Freeren, we get 10 generic isekai clones where the protagonist is just a cardboard cutout with a cheat code. But if you dig past the surface, there are masterpieces hiding in plain sight. Today we're looking at 5 fantasy anime that are actually worth your time. But pay close attention to number 4. I'm warning you now, do not let that cute art style fool you. This show will absolutely devastate you, and it's a journey you'll never forget. But first, we're starting with a series that treats combat like a lethal dance, not a magic show. Forget the Chosen One teenagers, we're looking at Balsa in Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. While most fantasy anime leads are kids stumbling into destiny, Balsa is a 30-year-old professional. She's a spear-wielding bodyguard atoning for a past stained with blood. Her mission? Protect a young prince from an assassin sent by his own father, the Emperor. Moribito skips the flashy power system for something much rarer, grounded weight. The politics feel lived in, and the combat choreography is world class. If you're tired of light shows and want spear fights that feel dangerously real, this is your starting point. If you want something closer to political intrigue, try Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master. Imagine Game of Thrones, but with giant ravens. It's the kind of show where a polite tea ceremony feels more dangerous than a sword fight. The story takes place inside an imperial court where noble families compete for power, influence, and control of the throne, and every one of them has the ability to transform into massive ravens. This show isn't about flashy battles, it's about strategy, manipulation, and dangerous conversations behind closed doors. If you like stories where a single conversation can completely change the balance of power, this one is worth your time. Next up is The Witch and the Beast. This one leans heavily into dark fantasy. The story follows a mysterious pair traveling from city to city hunting witches. One of them is a quiet man carrying a literal coffin. The other is a girl who's been cursed by a witch, and she's determined to find the one responsible. The world feels gothic, violent, and dangerous. These aren't storybook witches. They're powerful, terrifying forces that can warp entire cities. If you enjoy fantasy with a darker atmosphere, this one absolutely delivers. Okay, this is the one I warned you about. If you just saw a screenshot of Made in Abyss, you would think it was a Ghibli-inspired adventure for kids. The characters are round and adorable, the backgrounds are lush and whimsical, the music feels like a fairy tale. It's a trap. The story follows 2 children descending into the abyss, a colossal vertical hellscape that hates everything living inside of it. And here's the thing, the further they go, the more the curse of the abyss takes hold. In this world, the price of curiosity isn't just danger, it's physical and psychological mutilation. This show isn't just dark for the sake of being edgy. It features some of the most intricate, alien world building in the history of the genre. But it will also force you to watch characters you love endure things that no child or adult should ever face. If you've avoided it because of the chibi art style, you're missing a literal masterpiece of cosmic horror. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Keep the tissues, and maybe a stress ball nearby. And finally, there's Ranking of Kings. Prince Boji is deaf, physically small, and completely underestimated by the people around him. Most of the kingdom believes he could never be a great ruler, but Boji refuses to give up. What makes Ranking of Kings so special is how it constantly subverts the expectations. Characters you think are villains reveal surprising depth. Characters you trust may not be what they seem. The art style may look simple and storybook, but the emotional storytelling hits incredibly hard. By the time the series reaches its later episodes, it's almost impossible not to root for Boji. Fantasy anime is one of the most creative genres out there. But some of the best stories never get the attention they deserve. So if you're tired of the same old tropes, these 5 are your way out. Also, if there's another fantasy gem you think deserves more attention, let me know in the comments. I'm always looking for the next series to add to the list. Subscribe for more recommendations, and I'll see you in the next video.